for our message today, you guys are going to help me out. Okay? All right. So we've been learning all week about how God is the light of the world, and we've been following the light, the true light, has been our theme for Cave Quest. Someone will help me. Okay? So we've been learning all sorts of great things all week long, and each day we've gotten some lovely Bible memory buddies that they each got this lovely carabiner. So we're going to tell you about each one of our themes for the week that we got from our Bible buddies. So each day we got a new Bible buddy, so you can see them. They're all around on these lovely posters out here. Have you guys seen Clark at all? Have you seen Clark today? There he is. Clark's here. We also have a lovely assistant come help us every day, Clark.
Hey, Capers, how's it going, buddies? You guys doing good? You're looking good. You guys are really looking good. Woo! That's me, Father.
Should we help Clark review what our themes were for this week, guys? Yeah. Okay. So on Monday, who did we learn about? No, we learned that God gives us what? Hope. God gives us hope. And we learned that from Sal. So we got this lovely little Bible memory buddy on the back. Can everyone hear me okay, or do I need to use the mic?
Good. You're good.
Good? Okay. And our verse for that day was, O Lord, you alone are my hope. From Psalm 71, verse 5. Alright, so that was day 1. What was day 2?
Courage.
Courage. Who taught us about courage? Martha, the moth, taught us about courage. And her verse was, take courage, I am here. Matthew 14, verse 27. Remembering all this, Clark? How was your personal fall stopper doing there?
Oh my God.
Don't worry, it's just people. Remember how you had to learn about giving people a tour?
You make me nervous.
Oh, you're making me nervous.
There.
It's okay, Clark. So every day Clark came to visit us, and on Friday he got a little nervous because he was supposed to lead an expedition of cavers through a cave. And so we kind of helped to wake him up. Do you guys remember how we helped wake him up? What are you going to do? Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Clark, do you remember what we learned on Wednesday? About how God gives us what? What did we learn on Wednesday? God gives us direction. Remember how you got lost in the caves a lot?
Oh, yeah, I'm a little directionally dysfunctional.
Yes, but we're helping him out. And our verse is, he will show you which path to take from Proverbs 3, verse 6.
That way.
That way. Or that way.
That way, yeah.
I think it's that way.
All right.
Okay. And then on Thursday, who did we learn about on Thursday? Love. And who did we learn love from? Olivia the barn owl. We know that real love is because Jesus gave up his life for us. 1 John 3:16 was our verse that day. And then we did the bat. We talked about that was to give us direction. Radar the bat. All right. And then on Friday, we learned from Ray the Glower. And what did we learn from Ray the Glower? Power. All right. We learned that God gives us power. And our verse that day was, our great power is from God, not from ourselves. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 7. And so we had Clark, we had all of our lovely, they went all over the place in church this week. They were outside doing Splunker sports and games. They went to the Imagination Station and they got to take home some really cool stuff like these geodes. They each got to crack open their own geode with some lovely crystals inside. They got, what was the goo called? No, it was called cave snot. Cave snot. We got to use some. Yeah, it was really cool. They get to make their own cave snot on Tuesday. Yep. And then, and so we learned about God's love and about how God died on the cross for us and rose again. And we learned about the Holy Spirit on Friday, how God gives us our power to go and share God's light. And we each got a flashlight. I don't think anybody brought their flashlights with. Maybe Clark did.
I forgot that.
Forgot his flashlight. That's okay.
I got my rope.
He's got his rope. Good.
And my personal false stop.
What? Tell Clark, what is his personal false stop? All right. So So we also sang a lot of great songs. We sang This Little Light of Mine, but we're gonna sing our theme song for the week for you guys. You guys ready? I want to hear it really loud. You guys don't need to look back there. You know it well enough. All right, sing it out for them. They love calling this one the cave song. One more song for you if that's okay too. This is also one of their other favorites. It's got a lot of great actions, so if you guys want to stand up and do them, it's okay. Interactive.
Tell
first one they like to call the cave song. Let's sing the cave song! And each day we reviewed all of our themes, and then we talked about, they each got a wristband. Someone's got their, Alex, can I see your thing? Can I just see your necklace? They each got this lovely wristband right here that says, watch for God. And it glows in the dark, which is probably the coolest thing about it. It says, watch for God. And what does it remind us to do?
Watch for God.
Watch for God. Each day they were supposed to look for God sightings and how the theme worked for each day. So they did the next day because getting done at 8 o'clock for some of us was kind of late. So they were throughout the day supposed to look for different God sightings. A lot of our God sightings revolve around what? Seeing what? How do we see God? Shout it out. Birds, animals, rainbows. So we saw all sorts of really cool God sightings all week. And so we were reminded to watch for God's light all the time with our little wristbands. And so we really thank you guys for coming out and coming this morning and really just supporting us as we did our VBS. If you want to go check out our cave after worship, you can go check out our cave. We brought some of our decorations in here with us. But our cave was really cool. We met in the youth room. We turned the whole youth room into a giant cave with black lights, and it was just a really great time. You guys can go. Still up, yeah.
Yes.
So you guys can go have a seat. Thanks, Lord. See you later. Don't get lost. I just want to touch a little bit too on our summer trip. We had a great week on our summer trip 2 weeks ago. I've got one of my brave high schoolers that came this morning. Libby was able to go on the trip this last, and she was also one of our helpers during the Deep Bible Quest for VBS. But our summer trip, I just want to say thanks again for helping support our youth summer trip by coming to eat soup suppers and for supporting our silent auction. We had a great trip. We went to St. Paul, Minnesota. We actually stayed in Canyon Falls, Minnesota when we were staying at night in my hometown and my home congregation. But we went up each morning on Monday and Tuesday morning. On Monday morning, we went up to Feed My Starving Children in Eagan, Minnesota, and we were able to pack meals for kids that are malnourished throughout the world. And I think our meals went to Ethiopia, maybe? Nicaragua. See, that's why I bring her here this morning. All right? But we packed meals for 2 hours in the morning. We just had a great time doing that, coming together as a group, and every time we'd pack a meal and get a box, then we'd hoop and holler, or I would hoop and holler, and get funny looks. That's okay. And then in the afternoon, we went up to St. Paul, Minnesota, and we worked at the St. Paul Salvation Army. We did a lot of cleaning, a lot of straightening up. We did a lot of re-cleaning after we cleaned something. We sorted food. We just kind of helped them out pull some weeds on Monday and Tuesday, and we helped out with their daycare program that they have, as we hang out with them for about a half hour, 45 minutes, and just kind of hang out with kids and read them books and just kind of be their pals. And it was a great week doing that. And then we went up on Wednesday. We were supposed to have a really fun day. We were supposed to go tubing down the Cannon River, and the river was too high. So we had a lot of moments throughout the week from Wednesday on where God gave us a little bit different direction than what we were planning on doing. And so we went to a movie instead on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we went and set up our camp at Sunshine in Somerset. And it was 95 degrees out with a heat index of 115 or something like that. It was super hot. So we set up our campsite, and we tried to find as much shade as possible throughout the day. And then we went to the evening concerts, and they had a great time. And then on Friday, it was again another 90-plus degree day with a heat index of 100. And we were very fortunate that we had Grace Coleman on our trip, and her grandma lived 10 miles away, and she had a pool. And so we went swimming for the afternoon and got out of the heat. Almost all of us. We had one of our gals went down with heat stroke, heat exhaustion, so she got sent home, unfortunately. But she had a great week up until that time. And then on Saturday, when it was pouring rain, 4 to 5 inches, we got to go hang out at Libby's aunt's house, and we stayed out of the rain and out of the wet. We actually packed up all of our gear before we left for the day. But we went back for the evening concerts, and then we pulled out of town at 11:30 at night and got back into Reedsburg about 3:30 in the morning. So we had a great experience of how God changes our path and changes our direction throughout the week. But we were very fortunate for all that. But we're very thankful for everything that you guys do for us and the youth program here at St. John's. So we really appreciate that. And I just want to say thanks for that. So again, we had a great week and we had a lot of fun. So if you see Libby, you can talk to Libby. Hopefully, wish more of them would come. But a lot of them work and are on vacations this weekend. So it was a great week that we had. So we're very thankful.